Hi, good day. Today I want to show you a demo on how to use our iNPQS cloud-based specification platform. To log in into our cloud-based specification platform, you can go to our webpage www.inpqs.com. So on the top right corner, you can see the sign in button hereby. So with your email and password, you can just log in. In case you have forgotten a password, you can always click forget password and type in your email address and click send password, and the password will be sent into your subscript email address. Okay, log in. So on the top left corner, you can see the dashboard. So our system in overall, we have 5 modules hereby: overall summary, recent projects, event and news, recent activities, and support. So on the top right corner, that's your profile. So you can see your subscription, your account, your contact numbers, etc. You can always edit, update your profile, changing your name, company name, telephone number, and your email address. Let's move back to our dashboard. So in our iNPQS cloud system, we actually have 4 sets of template available at the moment. The first one will be the GPE, and the second one will be the iCore spec. For GPE specs, we actually have HDB, JTC, and LTS specifications. For HDB, we have the standard specification for building works and other installation. These mainly cover the architecture's work and also some of the M&E works hereby. Metal works, etc. Concrete, water installation, gas pipe installation. The other one will be the standard specification for civil engineering works and standard supplementary specification for civil engineering works. So comes to JTC. JTC specifications are the same as our iCore spec because we have a cooperation with JTC. So they're using our iCore spec for their standard specification hereby. The third one will be LTA, material and workmanship for architecture's work. So hereby copies, and then we have material and workmanship specification for civil and structural works, and civil design criteria for road and rail transit system. All these GPE standard listed hereby are of the latest version from the respective GPEs. They are free to be used once you're subscribed into our platform. The fourth template that we have is our iCore spec. So iCore spec is formed by 4 major disciplines: the general requirement, which is mainly cover the prelim work at site, architecture work, civil and structure, and M&E. So we have a total of 217 sections all in all for our iCore specs. Okay, the fourth one, I will bring you to our Singapore standards. When you subscribe into our platform, we also have a Singapore standard that you can always refer and use. We have about 230 Singapore standards. These are commonly used standards for our build industry. It covers from CNS, M&E, and civil structural works. So all these Singapore standard are free to be viewed, but you can't download it as a PDF or etc. It's only for your reference purpose. So the other features that we have is actually our products. On our products, we have worked with some of the suppliers in the market to put in their products and items into our platform under this product module. So for this product module, you can actually select based on the category of different discipline or system, like fire protection, flooring, groundworks, or kitchens, lift and escalator. You can also select based on the brands that you are familiar with to select for. For example, we use M method. Once you apply the filter, it brings you to the products being listed by the respective supplier in our platform. Say we take example of MC LED 1015 from M method Private Limited. So you can always click for the detail. You can see the image of the respective products, and hereby you can check all these features hereby under the reports. These are items that you can download and view for. Say we go for open view, open up the details about the roofing, the finishings, etc. These are uploaded by the suppliers, so you are free to use once you subscribe into our platform. You also have drawings which you can download hereby, or the brochure that you can look for some of the detail or performance of the respective products. Dimensions, performance, the strength, material performance, etc. All the company profile. The other way to look for it is also based on respective discipline that you can filter and select for. Okay, let me bring you to the project creation based on specification. I created a few templates hereby. So to start with a creation of project, you can always create new and key in your full title, etc. on hereby. So full title you can put in as SGDM 003. Sector can be a private or public. Let's say put it as a public. Status as active. Discipline, assuming the project is for all discipline purpose, you can select all. Development type, say a commercial building, you can click save. So with that, you have created a new project's detail hereby. So under each project details, there's always a 4 pillar to the respective project details: the specification, messenger, beam object, and theme. So I bring you to a pre-created project SGDM 002. For theme portions, we can invite the respective engineers or architect or even our client side to join in for these project specification creations. You can add member who are subscribed into our iNPQS cloud system, or the other way, new user, you can always invite them through email. I can select their roles, say QS. Okay. be sent. So the respective project team member will be invited, and he will receive an email about being notified to join on board of our projects. So we can see here by the invited parties that we have created here: architect, ME, engineer, CNS, and our client. Currently, I'm at the role of the admin, the project manager for the respective projects. For the parties of architect, I can always click for the edit. This edit is actually to give the functions or the authority to the respective architects or engineers. You can always either disable the functions, view and update. So you can see for project message, I can click as view and update. B module, view and update, and we click save. You can see this button has this icon has changed from green to blue, showcasing that these respective architects, Gokishong, has the ability to actually do the project message module, the beam tagging, and also changes on the specifications. So now that's all for the team. So now I bring you back to the message box. Message box is whereby you can communicate with your team's members of the respective projects. You can always select the recipient under your team. Let's say on client, etc. You can always type a message. Facade color. And click send. Of course, under this message box, typical functions, you can actually put in items, icons, highlight tables, etc. Change your font size, and send. So hereby in the project message box, there's an in and out box. So the message I've sent over to John is a typical message. So you can see in my inbox, I've earlier created an email. You can always create your new message via icon here or the plus button at the bottom. So now I bring you to the specs module. So specs module, I've hereby consolidated a few disciplines: the general for the prelim, volume 2 for architect, volume 4 for M&E, or volume 3 for the CNS, superstructure and substructure. So let me showcase you the way to create our specification using our system. There's few ways of creating specification using our platform. One of the way is using the GPE specifications. Let's say we go for HDB standards that are showcased in the GPE specs. It pop in hereby. So let's say building works and others. Work type. Let's say architects, CNS or ME. If it's crossing between discipline, you can always just put others. It's just an indicator button. Say volume G. Building works. Block A. And create. So you can see volume G building works block A is created specifications. Because it's created using the GPE standard specification are not editable, so it's always on the log functions. But you can always change your title naming for your respective document volume. Now let me bring you in to the GPA specifications. So these are the fixed standard specification from HDB iTextworks. So you can see all the button hereby. We can only see the revision, notification, annotation, and add to bookmark. We cannot edit the GPE crosses and standard, so you can always refer to the sections, changes being updated, etc. We will be shown inside this revision log. The notify is for your communication with your respective members. This can be used for cross-check, let's say in companies whereby you have your senior engineers and your principal engineers. You can pre-select it and notify them about the respective clause. Let's see. John. I click send. So the respective team member will receive a message from your side regarding on this cross of this volume. That's the creation of GPE. So now I showcase you the other method of creating our templates using building typologies. So under these building typologies, we are categorized into M&E works, CNS work, and Archi works. So from hereby, you can look for your respective building typologies, as in be it a commercial, you can select for commercial building typology, industry building typologies, infrastructure, or resi. So it's preset for you. Say for us, we are doing a commercial, preset as commercial, M&E, volume E, M&E, block D. So under this building typology, we have preset the respective sections which are relevant to commercial building. So you can see, created under building typology, we show as building typology hereby. So because this is not GP, you can always edit the content. Let me show you, let's say for HP switchgear. Let's say I go to cross 3.2.2. And always click edit. You see there are more features and functions hereby for specification create under building typologies of our iCore specs. You can always edit the crosses. And I click, I've added the clause. So any changes on the original clause of the respective, for example, this case here by 3.2.2 is no longer in use, the original clause. The amendment being done on the original clause will come with the S at the front of the cross number to indicate that it is a supplementary spec to the original. So you can see for the revision who has done the changes on which date under which sections is shown hereby. You can always notify your seniors or your approver about the changes that you have done on the respective cross. Or you can add new subcrosses through it under the 3.2.2. So all these changes hereby you can see under the print. So when you generate the specification under PDF, there's always the standard crosses and also the supplementary crosses. Supplementary crosses are crosses we have changed that varies from the original standard iNPQS core specs. So it will all be consolidated hereby under these supplementary courses in each respective sections. So now let me bring you back to the crosses. So in case your senior feels that we should use back the original cross, you can always click the edit of the original 3.2.2 which is not in use to view and see the original cross. And it feels like you want to undo your changes, you can just undelete. So meaning if we undelete the original cross, the supplementary cross will be deleted and replaced. And this brings us back to the original crosses hereby. So the third way of creating the templates of the specification, you can use the blank, which give you more options in terms of creations of your specifications. Let's say volume 2. This will be a solar PV works. Main building and the main building. And click save. So from here we have created a volume of respective works for the respective contractors under the blank. So from here you can see we have the title for the works. So we can always click create new sections and you can use font templates. Templates hereby meaning you can select the standard based on our GP or iCore specs. You can filter the works based on respective disciplines. Let's say for here case M&E. So because now I'm working on solar panels, I can look for, okay, that's the solar panels. So solar panels sometimes come with cables work, mounting height, cable riser, bus bar trunking, conduit, etc., cable tray, and like that. And I click insert. So 8 sections has been created under this volume of PV works under the main buildings. It crosses shown here. So you can start to customize your works. You can start to edit the crosses hereby. Any changes, any crosses you want to do amendment and changes, you can use using the functions which are available. Okay, so let me brief you in terms of our standard iCore spec structure, topic structure. So each of our standard structure, topic structure comes with 5 parts. The first part is mainly the general, which actually cover the description of the works, the scopes, the relevant sections that need to read in conjunction with for the respective work. Also cover the standard and codes. So you can see over here we have tagging that shows here. This means that we have purchased the Singapore standard inside our iCourse spec, and you are free to view and use. Okay, let me bring you back. Regulation for respective authorities, contractor submissions. Part 2 will be performance requirement, the performance of the equipment testing module. Part 3 will be the material of your products or your equipments. Part 4 will be the workmanship that requires during the installation of the respective material and equipments. And part 5, verification or submission. Verify the installation work and the respective submission that required to the QP by the contractor, operation manual and training, etc. So you can see always you have the flexibility to change your volumes and your content hereby to form up your creation of these specifications for your respective projects. So this will save the time for the QS, the compiles, or the client to refer any documents, because you can always have the flexibility to edit your volume and customize your sections in an order manner. The fourth module is exactly the beam objects hereby. So to have this beam object tagged into your beam drawings with the iCourse specs, so you need to come to, let's go to the support side, download and support. There's actually a general technical support telling you how to contact us for any queries. I copy the iNPQS Revit plugin and click for set and download your plugin into the Revit system for the functions and features to tag your beam model with our iCourse specifications. The message module hereby is actually to consolidate all the message for the respective projects hereby. Or you can always go back to your individual projects and view your message box, or come to the consolidated message, contact us features, and so now let me bring, for any technical or tutorial, you can always refer to our support module, whereby we have presets, a lot of the templates, video, etc. for you to refer in case you have forgotten some of the features, and navigate you how to do the installations and project creations. Your tutorial, the functions of each respective module, and some general info about our iCourse specs. So for now, let me bring you back to our iNPQS.com homepage. That's all for our demo on the software. So for the pricing of our iNPQS, you can always refer to the pricing. The other way to view our support is through our YouTube homepage. We have created our iNPQS homepage in terms of the videos. Can view and see each respective features and function through our YouTube homepage.
I'm sure you would like to know more about iNPQS pricing packages. So if you come to our homepage www.inpqs.com, under the pricing, enterprise packages. Hereby, we have listed down the details of the plans and pricings to customize and suits your business need and operations purpose. So now we are having an introductory subscription offer, meaning the pricing listed hereby will be applicable for 2 years subscriptions. So we have single user account and corporate user account. So for single user, you will have one email address that ties into this single user account for your iNPQS cloud-based specification platform. For corporate user, we have 3 categories: C1, C2, and C3. C1 is for 5 users, C2 up to 10 users, and C3 for 20 users. So as you can see, for single user account or corporate user account, we have the flexibility to choose either one package or full suite. For one package, meaning you can choose either the specification for architect, CNS, or M&E. For full suite, you will be receiving the architect, CNS, and M&E specifications. The same applies for our corporate user account, the one package and the full suites. So if you are a member of SIA, IES, ASUS, you will have a cheaper promotion rate compared to the standard subscription rate. And members of other partner association and institute will also receive a promotion price which is cheaper than the standard subscription package. This applies to both single user account and corporate user account. Our system is also PSG pre-qualified vendors for PSG IT solutions. Therefore, we have our standard package applicable for PSG support. So PSG will be supporting up to 80% of the subscription rate until December 2020. For year 2021 onwards, we can get up to a support funding from PSG up to 70%. So who can apply for? So SME actually can apply for the PSG if they meet the following criteria: register and operate in Singapore, and the purchase IT solutions or equipment used in Singapore, and thirdly, having a minimum of 30% local shareholdings. To find out more about your eligibility for the PSG, you can always click here, refer to the Enterprise Singapore websites for more details. To help you with the application for PSG, we have created a video hereby via YouTube for you to refer and navigate. Also, the claiming process for the PSG. So for now, we have listed hereby the 5 packages which are eligible for the PSG, which is single user 1 package for either discipline of Archi, CNS, or M&E. Single user full suite Archi, CNS, and M&E. Or corporate user account C1 5 user for either of architect spec, CNS, or M&E specifications. Or the 4th package C1 5 user for full suite of all the disciplines. And lastly, package C2 of the corporate user account for up to 10 users for either one of the discipline specifications. So we have highlighted hereby the differences of each of the package. Mainly the differences will be the user numbers and also the package they choose for, one package or full suite. You can always click for more details and refer the respective package detailed under Go Assist Go Business Gov SG for more details. Feel free to always select your package and fill out your quotation form and submit to us, and we will help you to customize the suitable package for your business usage and operations. Should you have any further question, feel free to contact us by clicking to our homepage. We have listed hereby our phone numbers and email address. Or you can always fill out your particulars hereby in your message and click submit to us, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible.